What's poppin', people? My name is Duck Kid, and today I want to discuss whether or not Battlefield is back. Now that Battlefield 6 has been out for over a month, I think that we can actually move past the fucking honeymoon phase of the game and discussing this goddamn game in rose-tinted glasses and actually discuss the game in its earnest state right now. In earnest, how is Battlefield right now? Are we back? And my answer to that question is the same answer I had before the goddamn game even came out. Before the beta was even here, I believe I had this stance. And that is, we are not back, and we won't know if we're back until we're a few seasons into this game. Right? I'm gonna have to see how they handle this game before I can say that Battlefield is truly back. So let's look at the state of the game right now. Infantry gameplay, I would argue, is pretty good right now. I think the infantry gameplay is probably the best part of Battlefield 6 by far. By far. Infantry is tuned damn near to perfection. All right. What about the rest of the components of the game? So what about the maps? I would argue that these are some of the worst maps in base game that we have seen in the franchise, right? I'd probably rank these maps like above 2042's maps. They're not nearly as bad as 2042 maps, but they aren't. I would argue that they aren't good maps because they all play the same, right? All of them play the exact fucking same, and they aren't really designed well for the game modes that we have. Like, Breakthrough does not play well in Battlefield 6. Rush, for goddamn sure, does not play well in Battlefield 6. I think Conquest, it doesn't really play well either. I think the best game mode in Battlefield 6 right now is Escalation. That's the game mode that plays the best, in my opinion. But these maps are extremely subpar. What about the vehicles, right? That's another component of Battlefield. What are the state of the vehicles? The vehicles right now are atrocious. They are terrible. The literal worst they've ever been in the franchise. The worst. They're worse than Battlefield 2042's vehicles. They're worse than Battlefield 5 vehicles. They're worse than Battlefield 1's vehicles. These vehicles are really fucking bad. The balance is bad. The way the vehicles feel is bad. The only thing that's good about the vehicles right now in this Battlefield game, Battlefield 6, is they sound good. They look good. That's the only thing. Aesthetically, they're very pleasing, but everything else about them is fucking terrible, right? So the maps are bad. The vehicles are bad. And now let's discuss something else, right? What about the performance? Performance is actually pretty good for me on PS5. I think I've only had this game crash one time since I've started playing it, which is really, really impressive. So the performance is really good. I know some people on PC are having bad performance issues, but for me, the performance is pretty good. Now, let's discuss something else, which I think I was right in being concerned about because of the Battle Royale. Let's discuss the content we've gotten so far. So the content that we've gotten, right? RedSec and Blackwell Fields. How is RedSec stacking up? Well, from what I've heard, I haven't played it, but from what I heard, RedSec is extremely, extremely meh. It's meh, right? And that's not a good thing, because the reason they put a Battle Royale in Battlefield 6 is so they can steal those Apex players, Warzone players, Fortnite players. And since RedSec is very meh, these players, as soon as Warzone launches with Black Ops 7, they're going to go right back to Warzone. They're not going to give a fuck about RedSec, right? Unless Warzone's just dog shit. They're going to go back to Apex Legends. They're going to go back to Fortnite, whatever have you. So RedSec is extremely, extremely meh. Now, in terms of the core game, which is the thing that I care about the most, how is that content stacking up right now? Blackwell Fields is the worst map in Battlefield 6 by far. That map is absolutely abysmal. It's terrible. I took the shit out of my rotations, right? It's fucking awful. For infantry, it's awful. For vehicles, it's awful. It's just a fucking goddamn terrible map. I don't know how they're going to be able to salvage that map, if at all, right? But that map is fucking terrible. So, all these things in their totality, I do not believe that we are back with Battlefield 6 yet. I do not believe that we are. When I see like Season 2, Season 3, and I see some of the changes that they make and some of the maps they add, then I'll be able to confidently say that we're back, right? Now, I will say this. It's not all bad, because they fixed things that we have been asking them to fix, like exploits, like the drone exploit and the laser designator exploit, right, with the MR missiles. They fixed Bloom, right? According to them, they have fixed Bloom, and I have noticed that the Bloom is a little better now the patch is going live. They fixed Bloom. They've made soldier movement better in terms of aggressive movement. So they are fixing things that we asked them to fix. And on top of that, they have mentioned that they're going to give vehicles a balanced pass. And they're going to be looking at breakthrough layouts. They're going to be looking at trying to add larger maps because they've said that in the community post. I'll go over that whole community post in another video. So I will admit that if they continue on the path they're on right now, I think that we're going to have a really good Battlefield on our hands here. The base is really good to build off of, right? But I'm not confident enough to say that we're back yet. Not yet, bro. I'm going to have to really see how they handle the Battle Royale in conjunction with the core game. Like, are we going to keep getting 2 maps per season? If that's the case, that's not a good thing. We need to be getting at bare minimum fucking 3 maps per season. Really, if I'm being honest with you, we need to be getting 4 maps per season. Because that's what we got in Battlefield 4. That's what we got in Battlefield 3. Battlefield 1, we got that too. Even got fucking more than 4 maps in the season, or not a season, but an update. Like the French, I believe in the first update, we got like 5 maps, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I believe we got 5 maps, right? So I need to see a fucking shit ton of maps. That's what I need to see. And I don't know if we're going to get that because the studios are split across the Battle Royale and the core game. But, you know what? As long as this Eastwood map that's coming is really good, if that's indicative of the maps that we're going to get, if this Eastwood map is quality, which I think that it's going to be, it does look like it's quality, you know, maybe we got a little something on our hands. I think that this Battlefield, when it's all said and done, I think that this can be above Battlefield 1. I don't think it's touching Battlefield 4. I damn sure don't think it's touching Battlefield 3. That's preeminent. That's fucking the top, the cream of the crop, the zenith of the Battlefield franchise. I don't think it's coming anywhere near Battlefield 3. And you can argue that if it's not coming anywhere near Battlefield 3, it's probably not going to come anywhere near Battlefield 4. But I do think that this game, if they fix the goddamn vehicles, if they add quality maps, the infantry play is really good right now, maybe we can have a Battlefield that's at least above Battlefield 1. Anyway, I'm out this bitch. Y'all have a good one. Let me know. Do you think the Battlefield is back? I don't think that shit. Not yet. We're going to have to see what they do, right? But if they continue on this direction, we'll be back. Anyway, I'm out this bitch. Y'all have a good one. I'll discuss the patch, the community update, not the patch, but the community update that they put out today. I'll discuss that maybe in the video tomorrow. Anyway, I'm out this video. Have a good one. Bye. Going.